PMCC Suraj Bagla is our next speaker and is a lion with excellent managerial and organizational skills. He is a lion father who has gotten his whole pride, his whole family under the Lions umbrella. Presenting PMCC Suraj Bagla.
Dear Lions, membership is key for any organization. LCI conducted a survey in order to understand the reason behind the droppage of members in big numbers. And one of the key reasons was because of unorganized, or we can say non-interesting meetings. Friends, as we all know, meetings are very important tool for growth of any club. Good meetings can motivate members and can help the club in organizing events. So let us discuss the tools, how we can organize our meetings in effective manner and result oriented. Meeting management we are going to discuss in next half an hour. Friends, we have three stages of the meeting. First is pre-meeting, what we have to do. Review all the correspondence, whatever happened in last meeting. Review minutes and action item of the previous meeting. Sit along with your core team and most importantly, prepare the agenda of the meeting. Friends, meeting date, time and location you have to finalize in consultation of your team. Then whatever minutes and agenda is there, we need to get approved by our core team. Each and every agenda item, what are the goals of that agenda, why we have kept that agenda in the meeting, and the background has to be clear in your mind. Talk about the old and new businesses you are going to discuss in the meeting. Old business means sometime in last meeting, some agendas were left because of the lack of the time. Those agenda has to be taken in the next meeting. And at the end, summarize the things and please see whatever assignment given in the previous meeting to any individual has to be discussed in the next meeting. Most importantly, provide electronic copy to club members and other district officials. Nowadays, we are preferring that instead of hard copies, we should be, have our paperless meetings. Later on, post the reminders in Google Apps, WhatsApp, SMS and Facebook. But if you can make personal phone calls, club PSTs can divide phone calls to all the members. That will definitely give you a result in way of attendance. Ensure some of the hard copies must be available in the meeting of your agenda and your minutes of the previous meeting if any member wishes to refer. It is always suggested that as an organizer, as a chairperson, as a core team, you should reach well in advance at the meeting venue to check the following things. I personally feel for any club meeting, a person must reach the venue at least 1 hour before the meeting time. And for district meetings and big events, at least 2 hours before every meeting and event. We will first see that room is set properly, audio visuals are in place, Number of seats are very important in any of the meeting. For example, if we have invited 50, if we are expecting 50 guests, and if we put 70 chairs, even 50 guests are there, it will look like the meeting is failed, meeting is not well attended, because we put extra chairs. Sometimes we invite 50 people and even chairs are only 40. In that case, when the guest will arrive, the meeting may get disturbed. So number of seats are very important. Please make sure that all refreshments are in place, your gong and gavel, banner, and all other meeting related documents are in place in the head table or maybe with club secretary or club president. Friends, during the meeting, it is always suggested that you should start meeting on time. We have a practice in our clubs. We always start our meeting late and it has become an habit. Once you will start the meeting on time, maybe in 1 or 2 meetings, you will have less attendance. But later on, members and others guests will come to know that this particular club or district start their meeting in time. They will start coming in time. Once the agenda is circulated, as per policy, you cannot revise your agenda until and unless you take the approval of the house before start of the meeting. So if you have missed any of the important agenda, you can take permission of the house if that can be added. And most importantly, as we start on time, we must finish on time. Once we start finishing our meeting in time, you will see the attendance will drastically increase. Now the role of the chairperson, that he must know all his attendees, all his members, so he or she can recognize them well during the meeting. A chairperson is supposed to be neutral during entire meeting. He should not give favors to any individuals. During the meeting, whatever discussion or decision or future action is finalized, always suggested that chairman should summarize on regular basis. And most importantly, the order of the meeting must be maintained to have a very fruitful and result-oriented meeting. Usually we always run out of time in our meetings or events. Most of the time, because of the repetition of the same agenda, because of the wandering from the agenda, we don't follow the agenda, and because of the lengthy discussion on some of the controversial issues. In later part of our presentation, I will discuss you about the remedies of all these things. At the time of closing of the meeting, we must remember that we should remind the house again whatever the conclusion we reached during the meeting. Summarize all the assignments given to the individual members for future and finalize date, time and venue for the next meeting. After the meeting, we have also some business to conduct. Prepare minutes as soon as possible after the meeting, because action and discussions those took place during the meeting will be fresh in your mind. In some cases, committee members may rely on receipt of the minutes before they take any action, whatever assignment has given to them. Send electronic version of the minutes to all the concerns, and please do remember to intimate the members who were absent. This is Very, very important tool for any club. Friends, usually in meetings, in every club, in every gathering, we can see different kind of behaviors of the people who are attending the meeting. Here, I am discussing 8 type of behaviors usually we see in our club meetings and club gatherings. Number 1 is eager. During the meeting, you will find that some of your members are very eager and they have always has a voice and opinion on every point. For these kind of members, as a chairperson of the meeting, always use him or her to summarize. You may ask specific questions by naming others like line so and so, please suggest on this subject. So your eager member will get delayed. Next, obstinate. Some members get stuck on an issue and disrupt the flow of the meeting. The best way to get rid of this situation is ask other to answer on his or her issues. So when other people will give answers on his or her issue, and sometimes even you don't get any solution with this kind of member, you can always say as a chairperson, okay, we will discuss your point in later part of the meeting, and you can, refrain yourself for getting delayed. Next kind of behavior is dampener. These kind of people point out the worst in every idea. They have every negative points, whatever idea you give. They will always have question mark. For these kind of people, you please ask him or her the solution for the point they are raising. Let them answer their own solution. In most of the cases, they will not have the answer and you can go for the another agenda. Next behavior is argumentative. These kind of members always challenges every idea. Whenever any idea comes in a meeting, as per their nature, they will challenge, no, this will not happen. I won't think this is practical. For these kind of people, find areas of agreement and bring an opinion of others. Try to bring him on area of agreement, or you may ask other members to discuss on that particular topic. The 5th behavior is side conversationalist. Usually, these kind of members distract the audience. You can limit this by calling on him or her frequently for answers and opinion. This way, their side talk can be refrained and you can go ahead with the meeting. You may directly ask questions from them or directly ask the flow of the meeting from them. The next behavior you will find in most of the meeting is rambler. Goes on and on and on. These kind of members will disturb your meeting and they have talk in every and each aspect of the meeting. The best solution for these kind of members is ask him or her to summarize the main points, whatever we discussed, and always remind the whole audience to stay on the track. Because of these rambler guys, audience must not be distracted. So remind whole audience to stay on track. Next set of people may be of silent nature. They does not contribute ideas or opinions, but in club meetings, we need to involve and we need ideas and contribution from each member. Next behavior you will find in any of the club meeting is inattentive members. They are physically present but mentally absent. They are in body only, mind is somewhere else. For those members, the first and foremost thing is don't embarrass them, but ask for opinion or thoughts periodically. Once you will embarrass them by directing the question, line so and so, where were you, why you are not attentive, they will not be attentive in next left part of the meeting. So don't embarrass. So these are the 8 different behavior of attendees you will find in any of the meeting, and you can handle them. Each and every member is important, and try to involve each one of them in the meeting. Now, let us discuss the seating protocol, because seating protocol is very important for any of the meeting. Sometimes, because of the wrong protocols, some chaos may happen and some kind of ego clash may create during a meeting. To avoid this, we must know the seating protocol properly. In any of the meeting, when there is a head table, an audience is sitting facing the head table, the presiding officer should be in the center. On the right at the end of the table, club secretary, and on the left end of the table, club treasurer. These 3 club president, secretary, treasurer should be there on the table before start of the meeting. In some of the clubs we see that we invite them also like other guests. That is not suggested. It is always suggested that they should be there as they are the host of the meeting, and they should not be invited as other guests. On the right side of the presiding officer is the place for the chief guest, and on the left side is guest of honor. Again on the right side, the next in protocol. Again on the left side, the next in protocol, and this way the protocol continues. In case we have the spouse of the chief guest also in that meeting, and we wish to respect that, we wish to want the spouse on the head table, in that case the seating protocol will be like this. Presiding officer on the center, on the extreme right club secretary, on the extreme left club treasurer, on the right side of the presiding officer chief guest, and on the right of the chief guest will be the spouse of the chief guest. It is always suggested, if the spouse of chief guest is on the head table, then the spouse of presiding officer should also be on the head table. So the spouse of the presiding officer will be on the left side of the presiding officer, then on the left guest of honor, again on the right next in protocol, again on the left next in protocol. Friends, now we will discuss some of the body postures and body language during the each and every agenda in any of the club meeting. Here we will discuss the annual visit of a district governor of Lions Club of XYZ. This is basically a common agenda usually club uses in their governor visit. This agenda may differ from place to place and district to district. The first is calling dignity to the head table. meeting call to order, silence for world peace, peace prayer, flag salutation, welcome address, presentation of flowers, secretarial report, club records to be presented, then the speech by district officials, award mementos, vote of thanks and meeting close. As per protocol, the chief guest should speak last, and after the chief guest, there should not be any speeches. While calling the dignitaries on the dais, we should call from lower in protocol to higher in protocol. For example, start with zone chairperson, region chairperson, cabinet treasurer, cabinet secretary, second VDG, first VDG, then DG, means the chief guest. The idea behind this is chief guest will not wait for anybody. As soon as he or she is on the head table, the meeting will start. But at the time of giving flowers, we should start from top to lower. Means the chief guest should be offered flower first, then the first VDG, then the second VDG, then the so on. During the speech, this protocol will be just reversed. We should call first the zone chairperson, region chairperson, cabinet secretary, then the second VDG, first VDG, and as I said, chief guest should speak last, and after the chief guest, there should not be any deliberation. We can have our rituals. In next 5 to 7 minutes, now let us discuss the body language and the posture in each and every agenda.
Friends, now the first agenda of today's district governor visit is calling the meeting to order. Usually what we are doing in our club meeting, we are doing meeting call to order. But the best way or the best practice I will suggest, you rise on your feet at your place, marking a respect to the house, to the audience, and you can be little flowery in your language. I call this district governor advisory meeting of Lions Club XYZ to order. Next, silence for world peace. The best way for silence for world peace is you both the hands by your side, you look straight and you remain silent for few moments. Usually what we see in some cases, some of our friends are doing like this, going their head down, their eyes closed. Usually this kind of posture is used when we do any kind of condolence or mourning. The best way, you look straight, hands by your side, and you can observe silence for world peace. Next agenda is peace prayer. Whenever you go for the peace prayer, if somebody is reciting the peace prayer or some kind of music or some kind of chanting is on, you can be in prayer mode as per your choice. Some people can have stand like this, some can stand like this, some can like this. It is up to you, but it is suggested you be there in prayer mode. Next is flag salutation. Whenever we are saluting our national flag, you should be straight, attention mode, your chest should be out, both the hands on your side and look straight. If there is any kind of national flag in the room, then as per National Flag Code of Conduct, you have to face the national flag. Suppose I am here on this side of the table and national flag is right on the corner, I can look like this to the national flag, or the best way I can tilt towards my national flag during entire flag salutation or national anthem. Next agenda is welcome address by club president. Friends, whenever any chairperson of the meeting or the club president giving any address, protocol says he or she should recognize all the guests present, or we can say he or she are supposed to set the protocols before he or she start his or her address. Beside from presiding officer, only the chief guest so supposed to set the protocol in the meeting. All other speakers should directly talk to the chair and start their presentation. Like President, Lions and Friends, they can start their presentation. So at the cost of repetition, I am repeating again. Only the chairperson and the chief guest should set the protocol during his or her address. Rest all will only mark their address to the chair. Next agenda is presentation of flowers. Friends, I personally feel when there is a Lions gathering, there is no need of presenting flower or mementos. It's better that you should present the same amount of money to the district foundation, to the welfare or any other service program. By the end of the year, you can see that little bit of this small saving has given a very good amount for the service program. But if there is any other non-Lion guest, you can definitely offer flowers or bouquets to them. But still, if some club has some reservation, they want to offer flowers or garlanding, they can go ahead. I'm just talking about the best practices. Whenever you present the flower, whoever member is presenting flower to the guest, he or she must know before the meeting starts. Sometimes it is very embarrassing when either master of ceremony or chairperson of the meeting call the name of any of the member and he or she is not there in the meeting. So all the members who are presenting flowers or bouquets should be on the left side of the table before the meeting starts. Whenever you are offering flower to the guest, please, your body language should be very humble. You offer the flower properly and never give your hand for handshake. If your guest is offering you hand for handshake, you can have your handshake, but you are not supposed to offer the handshake to the guest after presenting the flower. Secretarial report, usually it is suggested before every meeting, you must circulate your secretarial report so it can be well in advance to the members. Next is address that we have already discussed, that only district governor during the visit will set the protocol, others will just mark the chair. Awards and mementos has to be presented as per the ritual, as per the custom of the club, and at the end, the vote of thanks by club secretary or any other senior member. But please always remember, vote of thanks should remain vote of thanks. It should not be the summary of the entire meeting. With these words, friends, I thank you all for your patience hearing. Whatever we have discussed in last 10 minutes about the body language and the body posture, it is just the best practices. It differs from place to place, but my humble request, please do try this on your meetings. You will definitely get a change. Thank you very much. I wish you all the success in your future endeavors and thank you for this opportunity. Thank you, organizers.
Thank you.